Hey guys, it's Chelsa Messenger with Picks and Parlays. The NFL is rolling on. We're talking Seahawks and Cowboys in this one. We've got a nice little deal, 15% off the entire site at picksandparlays.net if you use the code SCC. Seahawks favored -4.5. The total is 55. Scott Rickenbach is joining us to talk this matchup. Scott, one problem for a lot of bettors in NFL is overreacting. And it seems like here you might overreact a little bit more when you see the Seahawks team that's rolled in their first two games. Russell Wilson has looked incredible in his first two games of the season. Do you think 4.5 is too many points to give this Cowboys team?
It definitely could be. Because this is going to be an interesting matchup, and it's a hard one for me to call on the side because Seattle, has, like you said, they've just started off with these two big wins to start the season and just hung on in a nail biter. And Dallas, of course, off that crazy win. I would say if Dallas had lost in week two again and come into this game 0-2, I'd like them a little bit more. One of my problems with the Cowboys, though, is that they are now, after losing to the Rams in week one, they have won just two of their last eight road games, 2-6. And overall, when you look at what they did last year, they had three road wins on the full season last year. They beat Washington, the Giants, and the Detroit Lions. Those teams, none of the three won more than four games last year. So Dallas still has to prove that they can go on the road and beat a good team. Now, of course, they're getting a significant amount of points here. Really, when you look at it, 4.5, like you said, is pretty significant in this matchup. So for me, it's a tough call because it's hard for me to go against either team. What I'm looking at in this matchup, though, is the total. One of the things I want to mention is that because it's about more than just one play, I like to throw out little nuggets that nothing's 100% perfect for sure, but just stuff to keep in the back of your mind for future plays as well. And one thing I've noticed through my many years of doing this is that when you have teams that are coming off of a tight win like that was very high scoring, which is the case for each one of these teams, that tends to mask your problems a little bit. You don't look hard enough at the problems that you have. And the fact is, both these teams have problems keeping the other team out of the end zone right now. And what I think that's going to lead to in this matchup is a very high scoring game. I know the total is really up there at 55, but Dallas was the number one offense in the league last year based on yardage. Seattle was up there pretty high as well. I think they were ranked number 8th last season, but their defense down toward the bottom of the NFL last season, the Seahawks were. So I think we're going to see a bunch of points in this game.
And it seems like the offenses have clicked quite a bit more when it comes to the second week of the season. And as we've said multiple times, there was a short time to prepare. Training camps were limited. So I think you'll see some of these offenses get going when it comes to the third week of the season.
Yes, absolutely. Dallas had over 500 yards of offense last week. And of course, Seattle has really looked good with Russell Wilson. When you've got Russell Wilson back there, but again, you look at Dallas and the weapons that they have. And again, they really looked pretty good against the Falcons if they just didn't have those early turnovers that hurt them quite a bit. That was a big difference in the game. But still, coming off that miracle win, I just don't know what to expect from these two defenses because Seattle really had to, raise the level of their game late to hang on to that one. They had to give a strong effort to beat a very good team on Sunday night.
I will say the Falcons defense is nothing to write home about.
Yes, that's right. They have shown that. So I agree with you there. That's for sure.
That's going to do it for our Seahawks and Cowboys talk here on Picks and Parlays. Scott, great stuff as always. Thanks for joining us.